Once he's able to hit layups, it's over. It's over.
I think he's leaped over a lot of players that had a lot of promise, a la Devin Booker's, a la Brandon Ingram's, Ja Morant's, the guys that I think for the last 4 or 5 years that we were looking to take that next step, that next leap. I think Cade Cunningham is really starting to make those guys look null and void. What are y'all opinion on that?
Let me help you out, Flea. Top teams is OKC, Denver. You got the Rockets, the Knicks, the Pistons, Timberwolves, Spurs, right? That's top net rated teams. Celtics somehow make it, which is crazy. Wemby's definitely top 5, right? Then we got
Yeah.
SGA, Joker. I don't know if we have Kevin Durant top 5. Brunson's
No,
arguable.
no, we're not doing that.
Right. Brunson's arguable. With number
Giannis with them
6,
numbers.
Giannis, right? Because he's somewhere in there. Number 6 team, though, Timberwolves, Flea. AllBall ain't throw that name out there, but we talked about this. This is part of our argument from last year or in the summertime. Ant-Man, he's great athletically. I think he has more flair than Cade, more charismatic. But Cade is more skilled, especially in the mid-range. What if one, first of all, is he top 5 like AllBall is saying? And second of all, I want to hear who do you have that's better between Ant-Man and Cade and why?
I think that Cade should be considered like a top 5, top 7, 8-ish player in the league for sure. No question. I think he continues to just keep getting better and better, right? Especially with shooting the basketball. I know we talked about him struggling from 3, but I think that's going to get better because I think that he's so serious about the game of basketball. And I think that's what is the difference between some of the guys that you mentioned, like a Ja Morant and like a Brandon Ingram and things like that. I don't know them personally, but I'm just talking about the approach to the game. Cade looks like a very serious, he has that character that's just about approaching the game and just getting better. None of that. I don't hear or see too many off the court stuff, right? He's not into it. It just doesn't come off like that guy. That he comes off like the old school Detroit type of guy. Hard hat, go in there and get to work. And that's how he's playing right now. Just in terms of how he's leading that team, the leadership qualities that he's exhibiting. Forget the numbers. The numbers is going to jump off the page at anybody. He's averaging 27 right now. He's averaging close to 10 assists right now. He's averaging 5 assists. 5 rebounds a game right now. Like, his numbers is going to be what they are. He's a great player. But the leadership qualities, I think, is what helps him leap over some of the guys. Now, in terms of Anthony Edwards, I just think that at this point now, Cade has to prove to be able to get his team to the pinnacle of being a champion. Anthony Edwards has had Minnesota in championship contention the last 2 years in a row. However you want to slice it. They've been in the Final Four with the opportunity to go on to the finals. That's big in part to Anthony Edwards. So I think he's proven in the West. So I think he's proven that he's if you put him in a position, he's going to get you right there. Now he hasn't got over the hump yet, but I think at his young age, he still has a lot of opportunity to do that. Cade is still a young guy. So if we're gauging it, I'm still going to take Anthony Edwards only because I know that I can rely on him to get me through 3 to 4 7-game series and almost be there. I haven't seen Cade be able to do that yet. And if he's able to do that, then we can have a different conversation.
Luka Doncic came back with a vengeance. As Jay's an MVP, Joker's still out there. Giannis is still out there. Got our guy Brunson. I don't think Cade is as polished as Brunson is. And that's just, I think, his experience and age, to your point, Flea. He needs to get burnt playoffs. Like, yo, what am I missing? Why I keep not getting over this?
I said Cade would not get MVP votes this year. I was insane. I have to walk that back. I said that a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I said he's not going to get MVP votes this year. He absolutely will. 1,000%. After looking at him over the first 12 games, 13 games, I'm completely wrong. 1,000% wrong.
If they keep this up, because the argument was him versus Banchero, and I said, yo, Banchero hasn't shown me that any development in skills like that. Like, it's it's night and day compared to Cade. He just keeps getting, and Ant-Man has. That's the thing with against Ant. Now when you go up against Ant-Man, it's like big body, bigger body, stronger, and he's athletic. Ant-Man still has to show if he was lying about that Michael Jordan conversation with the post up, and you just don't post up.
We gonna see.
Put him with your upper back. You know, he's developing too, and these guys have 13 games in a row where it's like the first 5 we were like, okay, it's first 5 games. Now it's 9 wins in a row. We're like, oh shit. That remember AllBall was like, man, get out of here with Detroit. And now it's like, all right, hold on a second. 13 games. Well, if we always say sample size, that means we got 69 games left or 68, whatever it is.
Yeah.
He's just, you know, AllBall, I guess to answer your question, he's definitely, you can't not have him in the MVP conversation right now. I don't care what name you throw out there. He's in it. He's in it, and he earned it. Forget about this. Ain't no media hype because nobody really talks about him like that either because of the laid back personality. And if I'm being real, I don't know if Devin Booker's ever been this skilled and then align that with winning.
Well.
You can shoot, but hold on, boy. I'm just saying, Cade putting pressure on you all game long. Even if you rip him, he had turnover issues his whole career. Even if you rip him, he's applying pressure with his skill set all game long. And for me, Booker, you can kind of get him out of his position physically. Cade is more or less careless with the rock, or he's missing a jump shot. Or he got to work on his 3-point hitch. But at that age, I don't think, or I should say it like that, Flea, so I don't upset you and I can let AllBall talk. By this age, Devin Booker wasn't this polished.
Well, I'm not. Yeah. See, I'm not. The point I was trying to make is, you know, Devin Booker, and there's a couple names out there. I could throw Zion out there. I can throw Ja Morant out there. You know, guys like Brandon Ingram. I'm saying guys that 2 years ago you thought they were gonna take that leap, and now, you know, playoff success. And it just seems like Cade Cunningham is like, it's legit. It's like he's here. Last season against us in the playoffs, it was a great series. They battled. He played well. And then now starting this season, it's like, okay, do we even think about those other guys anymore? Because let's be realistic. He has Detroit in a position to be successful. And when you look at now Brandon Ingram, who I thought was going to be better than what he is now, I don't see no success. Ja Morant in Memphis is a disaster. Like I said, Devin Booker in Phoenix, robbery, 300, whatever he getting, they ain't going nowhere. So I just feel like, you know, the reason why Cade Cunningham is not going to get the props he deserves, for one, it's in Detroit, and for two, like you said, the flashy, the social media presence, all the BS that really don't mean jack shit, because we going to come up here and give props where props is due. Listen, the young man deserves a lot of fucking props, and the praise that we used to give all these other guys a couple years ago, we need to start giving that to Cade Cunningham, straight up.
I mean, 2 things. One, put some fucking respect on Devin Booker's name. Devin Booker was going to get 7 as a 3rd or 4th year player. He was extremely polished. I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about going to get a bucket and being polished, nigga. Going to get a bucket and being polished. Devin Booker wasn't no top 5 pick to come into the franchise and be a franchise changing player. Cut it out. That's not what Devin Booker was coming out of Kentucky. He came off the bench for John Calipari. He wasn't even a starter at Kentucky.
Now, I hate Booker, no. You're lying. I did the homework. Devin Booker came off the bench, and that was like a favor. He was being nice. He could have started if he wanted to. He was a freshman.
Did it happen?
He was a lottery pick.
Did it happen, Ray? He was a lottery pick for sure, but did it happen?
What number was he?
Yes. He wasn't top 10.
He wasn't 1. He wasn't 1. There's a reason Cade is coming through number 1 pick, and I'm living up to it.
1,000%. I'm just saying the polish on Devin Booker's game was expedited. He wasn't some unpolished guy by year 3 or 4. By year 3 or 4, he was an assassin. He was a 25 to 26 point a night guy. That's all I'm saying. We leave it there. That's all I'm saying. I got you, but we'll leave it there. Number 2.
No. Hold on. Before we get to number 2, you ain't gonna get to number 2 after we ain't done with number 1.
Okay.
You can't just say I'm saying he's unpolished. No, he isn't as polished as Cade at this point in his career is back
Okay.
then.
Okay.
Number two,
Cade got to get Detroit out the first round for us. For I think for the league
to prove
to
that.
start being to being put on
Agreed.
notice. You know what I'm saying? He's got to get Detroit out of the first round of the playoffs and be in the mix of what's going on in the NBA. I think getting them to the playoffs after being a 22-win team is phenomenal, right? JB Bickerstaff comes in and y'all go to another level. I think that's great. But getting out the first round, I think, is the next step now for us to start looking at him like he's a legit guy that's going to be around in the East, especially after like things start falling to the wayside with all the other teams in the Eastern Conference. Boston is obviously, in shambles. Philly is obviously going through influx. Milwaukee Giannis may leave and Milwaukee may look different, right? So now you're looking at opportunities for other teams, obviously us, Atlanta, Orlando, Detroit. All of these teams can now start, climbing the ranks because some of these teams has always been there. Cleveland obviously still has to, prove it, but Detroit got a huge opportunity right now to take it to the next level.
AllBall suckers.